Hey, so another video. And I'm pretty sure I did mention it last time. Well, I didn't mention it specifically, I just put it in the text there. But I was going to try Highguard. And with the couple of videos about that, I gotta try it before it dies a horrible death. To see if this might become the next Concord, or this could end up becoming another No Man's Sky situation. You know, it's shit at launch and then gets worked on so hard by the devs until it becomes good again. And even though I have watched other people play it, so I have a rough idea of what the game's gonna feel like, I still thought that I should have tried it anyway. So I would say this is not gonna be influenced by whatever I've seen in reviews and such. This is gonna be influenced on what I have noticed when I was playing it, and probably provide a feedback and see where Highguard could improve or do better at. And honestly, Highguard does have a lot of things to improve upon. For starters, maybe remove secure boot being an actual requirement to play the game. Because quite frankly, I don't think the game needs it. I don't see the point of having secure boot on this game. And not only that, when I did have secure boot on, apparently there was an issue. And it took quite a fair bit of tinkering into the BIOS to figure out why it wasn't working even though I had secure boot on. I think this is more of a Microsoft problem rather than Highguard in general. And yes, I think it is Microsoft because if I recall correctly, they were the one who kept pushing secure boot for every motherboard manufacturers. Oh, sorry, I meant to say Microslop. And I pretty much recorded my reaction at the time when I saw that. Well, that's a great start. Secure boot has been disabled. I never disabled secure boot, so fantastic. So after a not so thorough check to the BIOS, I was right. I didn't disable secure boot, so Highguard is not exactly looking great right about now. Okay, hopefully this actually works. It's already enabled. I haven't disabled it, and yet it's still saying that I have it. Oh, for crying out loud! What do you mean secure boot state is off? I turned it off. You gotta be fucking kidding. So yeah, not exactly a great start to the game. And bear in mind, I've been playing with games that doesn't require secure boot or TPM or whatever the hell Microsoft wants you to fucking shove down in our throats. Again, sorry, Microslop. And when I finally did get into the game, there was already issues with the settings. Aside from the fact that the game decided to basically rupture my eardrums, to be fair, that's not just Highguard. Every game developer, for whatever damn reason, decides let's basically pop everyone's ears off by increasing the volume to max level when they boot up the game for the first time. I really don't get why that is an appeal for game developers, but whatever. Changing settings, the enter doesn't work, and I mean the enter key, and I have to okay, I pressed enter. Hello. That's gotta be enter, right? You hear that? That's me pressing enter. That's the center one. The one next to the shift key. Now this one is gonna be next to the number keypad, enter. Alright, you hear that? We're gonna go back. Audio is still just as fucking loud. Fantastic. They put an enter key that doesn't fucking work. Unless that ENT is a different key that I'm not exactly sure what is. 0 per 2 right about now, Highguard. Well, I'm not exactly sure how you could fuck that up, but I digress. I do hope they fix this but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more to fix. So aside from the little bit of a hiccup in the beginning, everything went well, I would say. So I decided to go to the tutorial because it wasn't exactly possible to go to the game, you know, to get a match without doing the tutorial. It's pretty standard. So gameplay wise, I would say it's okay. I'm not exactly blown away. And we'll just skip ahead to the first gameplay, which ended absolutely horribly.
The shield breaker will form soon. Get everything you need to prepare.
Holy shit, this is way too huge of a map. What the hell? This map is so huge. Even tell us where they are? So it's not even, it's only in the minimap that we can figure out where. Where? Position already revealed. I just spawned.
Use that bomb. I'm back.
There doesn't seem to have.
Location lost. Let's get out of here.
And one thing I immediately realized after playing the game is that I still don't see the appeal of what they're going here. And ironically, I have actually played all of these mechanics in a separate game, of course. So I can see them going for like a 3 versus 3 hero shooter, although that shouldn't be the case at the beginning. It should have been 5 versus 5, and even then, the map size is way too huge for that. So yeah, the first thing first was that the map size compared to the amount of players that's gonna be in the game is way out of proportion. The map proportion is quite huge to the amount of players that are actually going to be playing in the map at the time. I do agree that it is way too huge. With regards to audio, so this is already, well, the major part is gonna be music, like background music. There's not much to talk about. There's barely any reason to. It's not anything good. It's not anything horrible. I think it's just mediocre at best. The graphics, however, well, that's one thing. My policy with games is that graphics be damned if the gameplay is good. However, if the gameplay is not that good, might as well up the graphics. Unfortunately, Highguard have failed in both aspects. I'm not entirely sure what engine they're using. I don't know if it's inbuilt or they use Unreal Engine 5, but the graphics reminds me of Unreal Engine 3, or maybe even 4. So I wouldn't say that they're winning in the graphics department. So what do I think about the game? I would say it's mediocre at best. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I could see what they're trying to do here, but I feel like they kind of like mix match a whole lot of things at the same time and then just hope some shit sticks into the wall. I think if the game wasn't overhyped in the Game Awards, which by the way, I don't even care about Game Awards. The only Game Awards I do care is Steam Game Awards. But yeah, if it wasn't overhyped and then the developers just went full radio silent just right before the game launched, and they had like beta testers or any like sort of feedback from the players before they launched it, I think they might have addressed quite a lot of the issues. I mean, I just had like the weirdest, I don't know if this was internet glitch or just the glitch in the game in general, but this was like weird. And to be honest, with modern game development, it's no surprise that glitches and bugs and whatnot appears immediately at the game. It takes a while before they fix it. That's the I wouldn't say beauty, but the ugly side of game development now. I think the issues they gotta address is the map size. I think first things first, the map size is way too huge. The loot spread is too sparse. If they're just gonna stick with a huge map, they gotta like spread it out a little bit, add in more. Oh, and also add in like respawn immunity. It doesn't have to be like 10 seconds, even just 3 seconds is fine, because otherwise this happens. You know what's gonna suck is that it doesn't take so damn long to immediately lose. Oh, I sure do love getting spawn killed. Crying out loud. And this is for the defense side, because mostly the defense side is gonna be absolutely shat on against a good team, because they are not even given a fighting chance to survive as soon as they spawn. Some general bug fixes, again, like the settings, the enter doesn't work, whatever this weird thing is. I don't know if this is server side, client side, or, well, client side, you know, the game itself. Remove secure boot, I guess, because I don't see why the game needs it. I really don't see why any game needs secure boot. And add more game modes, because 5 versus 5 shouldn't be a new game mode. It should have been the default from the beginning, and 3 versus 3 should have been like a skirmish mode where it's a smaller map because of the smaller player sizes. I haven't exactly found any problems with getting a match. In fact, I think I got in matches way faster than I do with ABI at times, so there's that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think my verdict is that I'll probably visit this game 2, maybe 3 months from now. Would I play it again? No. At its current state, it is quite boring and quite confusing, because I don't exactly know what the appeal is here or what they're trying to go for. Luckily, I wouldn't say I'm rare, but I would say I'm like one of the few or many gamers who just played all 3 types, 3, 4, maybe 5, I guess, types of games that Highguard is trying to capture here. And I think the large map needs to go. It really needs to be smaller, or at the very least keep the big maps but make it like a separate game mode like Conquest. In fact, I think the game would work well as a game mode like Conquest, because it does have like that MOBA feeling where you need to bring something in order to destroy the shield, and then once you destroy the shield you gotta raid the base. So there's that MOBA aspect, which is not bad. But again, if it was like Conquest mode where there's like, I don't know, 32 versus 32 players, that would have been a great map to be in. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. If you think I left anything or would like to discuss a little bit more about this game, do leave them all down in the comment section down below. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching. If you do like this video, do consider dropping down a like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and quite possibly subscribe to the channel, as I try to achieve 500 subscribers at least for this year. And while you wait for the next video, may I suggest you my other videos as well. That's it for me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.